Well, students, once again in this clip, organization of production. What is production? This is a major question. Production is a process of turning raw material into finished goods. That is, by means of technology, production is possible. Whether it is production of agricultural crops or production of various useful things such as consumer products, such as cloth and many other items. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. Means the aim of production is to produce goods and services. Means because we need various types of goods, we need various types of services. So production is done on the basis of our need. There are four requirements for production of goods and services. If we want to produce goods and services, then we require four important things. The first requirement is land. Without land, nothing is possible. And other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. We also need other natural resources such as water. Water is very important, it is essential. Forests, by means of forest we get woods and make furniture and other things. Minerals such as zinc, gold, silver and many other things. They are also our first requirement. The second requirement for production is labor, shramik. That is people who will do the work, means who will convert raw material into finished goods. For that we need labor. To run machine we need labor, and to transport materials from one place to another we need labor. So people who will do the work, means the person who will work in production activity, they are considered as labor. Some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. In various types of technical production activities, such as in Tata Steel plants, such as in Bhabha Atomic Research Center, such as in nuclear power plants, and in various chemical industries, we need highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks, necessary activities. So other activities require workers who can do manual work, and some other activities are there which can be done manually by labor. So each worker is providing the labor necessary for production. Means every worker they provide labor, whether they are at administrative level or at fourth class employee level. The third requirement is physical capital. So the third requirement of production is our physical capital, Punji. The variety of inputs required at every stage and during production, means physical capital is required as a input and it is required at every stage. What are the items that come under physical capital? This is a major question. So in physical capital, there are many items. First one is tools, machines and buildings. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as screwdriver, pliers, such as farmers plow, farmers by means of which they cultivate their field. And after that we also need sophisticated machines, means those machines which have advanced technology, they run on advanced technology, they are sophisticated machines such as generators to produce electricity, turbines to run the armature of generator so that electricity is produced. It is installed at dam where multi-purpose project for hydroelectric power station is made. Here turbine, it is a device that run generators. Computers, you know very well. So tools, machines, buildings can be used in production over many years. These tools, machines and buildings, they are for long period and they does not change, they decay very slowly. So we can say they are our fixed capital, means they remain for many years. Second one is raw materials and money in hand. Production requires a variety of raw materials such as the yarn used by the weaver and the clay used by the potter. Means while doing production activities, we need raw material. To raw material, we convert into finished goods. For example, in power loom, weaver wants yarn to produce cloth, and potter they need clay to make pottery items. So also some money is also required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Means to run our production activities we need cash in hand. Means because sometime there is requirement to repair machineries, there is a requirement of labors, sometimes some laborers fall sick, for their treatment we have to give them some money, and for making input or purchasing raw materials we need money. So raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. So we can say what are working capitals? Working capitals are raw materials and money in hand to run production activities. Unlike tools, machines and buildings, these are used up in production. So machines, buildings, tools, they are fixed capital. On the other hand, raw materials and money are working capital. There is truth. There is fourth requirement too. So along with these three requirements of production, you will need knowledge and enterprise to able to put together land, labor and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. Means there is fourth requirement also. You will need knowledge and enterprise. If you don't have knowledge, then how you will tackle your fixed capital, working capitals, land and labors? It is difficult. So we must have some knowledge and enterprise. We have some innovative ideas in our mind so that we do something new, something special, and we should use some policy to attract our labors and to do our work done in proper manner, to perform gender diversity, labor and physical capital, and it will give us output. Means when we have good knowledge and we have innovative ideas, then we can perform good quality production by physical capitals. So in this way, this these days is called human capital. Means nowadays human capital is also important because human capital gives us human capitals which are very important. We shall learn more about human capital in the next chapter. In coming chapters, we will discuss about human capital in detail. In this picture, identify land, labor and fixed capital used in production. So here you are getting a manufacturing unit. Here power looms, textile mills are running. Labor, he is standing, he is labor, and the land on which this infrastructure is made. And fixed capital is machines and infrastructure, they are fixed capital, and tools what they are using. In this way we can say that a factory within several laborers and machines can perform a good production, but it is with the help of human capital. Means human resources are important, otherwise they will not work properly. We cannot use their labor efficiently, we cannot guide them if there is no human capital. That's why human capital is one of the most important part of production. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital. Means all the four things are required for a good quality production. Production can be organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital, which are known as factors of production. Question may come, what are the factors of production? We will say land, labor, physical capital and human capital are known as factors of production. So this was the organization of production, or to perform production activity, goods and services, we should organize land, labor, physical capital and human capital. Okay, we will meet in next clip.